Hello and welcome to Programming Rush. Today in this video we are going to learn the bubble sort algorithm. So first make this text array as bubble. So we can consider an array here as 3, 2, 5, 1, 8. So what does the bubble sort do? It always starts from the left and checks if the first number is greater than, means it considers two numbers and checks if the first number is lesser than the second or not. If it is greater, it swaps the number with the second, otherwise it keeps adding it. So here we can see that the 3 is greater than 2. So what we do in the next iteration, let us name it 1. So in the iteration 2, it will become as 2, 3, 5, 1, 8. Now it makes the checking in this box and we check if the first number is greater than the second or not. And no, the 3 is lesser than 5, so it will remain as it is. And now in the third time it will remain as it is, and the box will shift here and check if 5 is greater than 1 or not, and yes, 5 is greater than 1, so it will be swapped. So the fourth iteration we get our array as 3, 2, 3, 1, 5, 8, and finally our box checks here, and as we know that here the 5 is lesser than 8, so it will remain as it is, and it will become 2, 3, 1, 5, 8. Now again the loop starts from the beginning, but this time as we considered the whole array, we will consider only this part. Why? Because it is a property of bubble sort that the greatest number always shifts to the right. So we don't need to check this part, we will focus on this part. And after running the iteration again, as 1 becomes, first we get 2, 3, 1, 5, 8. Checking here, it will remain as it is, and now we will get this 1, 5, 8, but our box will become this, so it will become 2, 1, 3, 5, 8. Here now the box will shift here, and the fourth iteration it will become 2, 1, 3, 5, 8. Now here it will run only 4 times because we have shifted until this. We will consider until 5. Now our second largest element is also shifted to the rightmost part, but before the largest. Now our loop will run only 3 times because we will consider only this part. So what will be there? We are going to consider 1. We have the array as 2, 3, 5, 8, 2, 1, 3, 5, 8, and we will focus on here, and we will come 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Okay, now it will check here and it will remain as it is. It will become as 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and again we will check here and it will become 1 as 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 here, and 2 it will remain as it is, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. So as you can see, we have shifted so much and we don't need to, because consider only one element won't work. So only until this last 2 elements we will check our array. So from here we also get that the number of elements cannot be lesser than 2. We need at least 2 elements in our array to solve. Now let's proceed to the code part. So here is our C++ code. Okay, so first we have an array here, and we call the bubble sort function. So how many elements are there in our array? We can count here for 5. It is for debugging, but you can call the size of function to calculate the size of array divided by the size of each of the elements. In the bubble sort, we run 2 for loops because we saw in our code, means in algorithm, that we need to check so many times, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here also you can see the size is 5, so we need to run this outer loop 4 times because all the elements are already shifted, so the last one is not required. Now in the inner loop, what we do, if the current index is greater than the next index element, then we call the swap function, and we have the swap function here where it does nothing but changes the value at the jth position and j plus 1th position. If the array value at the j is greater than the value at j plus 1, and this runs for n minus 1 minus I times. Why? Because first we consider the 5 elements, then we consider 4 elements, and this goes on until 2 elements. But it works as that first it will consider for 4 elements, and this works so because we already shift the element, largest element to right, so it is not required to shift the last element to last. So because if we do like this, it won't work. So that is why we do it like this. So the bubble sort sorts our array, and then finally we print our array. So we can check our output here. We first compile the code as bubble sort HTTP, and so here we get our array sorted 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. We are using no classes here, we are just using the iostream package, and everything is in our code. We have coded this set function, and we have coded the bubble sort function. If you need this code, it is in the description below, and if you like the video, please like it and subscribe Programming Rush. Thank you.